talk about a former First Lady, Hillary Clinton, running or not. We've seen lots of jockeying for position on the Republican side, but it seems Democrats are holding off until she makes her choice. While they wait, Hillary Clinton is returning to the speaking circuit. Two big events this week, New York, Washington. But reports are her first paid speech will be April 24th at the National Multi-Housing Council in Dallas. Let me bring in Amy Holmes, anchor of Real News at The Blaze, and Daniela Gibbs-Legere from the Center for American Progress. Good to see both of you. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure.
Jim Rutenberg of the New York Times reports that Hillary Clinton already has a small staff, maybe half a dozen people running her transition office. Not really a problem to pay them out of her pocket, considering that Clintons have assets of something like $14 million. She's writing another book about her time at the State Department, so she makes some money with that, with her speeches. But Daniela, how calculated does she have to be about the speeches and the project she's choosing, just in case she decides to run?
Well, I think even if she wasn't going to run for president, she would still be calculating and choosing the right projects that make sense for her. And, I know that we're very, we love talking about 2016 here, but I think she does have some time to take a rest and figure out what it is exactly she wants to do.
I was semi-joking a little bit earlier, Amy, that the surest sign that she's going to run is the Clintons are denying that they're buying a multi-million-dollar house in the Hamptons. On the more serious side, there are already three super PACs for Hillary, even though she's not endorsing them. One anti. If she does decide to run, I mean, can anybody match her financially?
Well, it's never too soon to start raising money for a big billion-dollar project like running for president of the United States, as we saw in this last election cycle. But I do think there is a danger for Hillary Clinton to give the impression that she's trying to create this inevitability momentum. We saw that happen in 2008, and we saw that it actually backfired on her. So I think it's good for the Clintons to sort of tamp down expectations, take these preliminary steps, but not necessarily put out the narrative just yet that 2016 is on the horizon. I mean, we're only in 2013. I thought I'd feel better rested.
But when you talk about inevitability, can anybody raise the kind of money she can?
That's a very good question. I mean, who knew that Senator Obama at the time was going to come out and be such a powerhouse?
Break all records.
All records. Vice President Joe Biden has certainly made noises about the possibility of running for president in 2016. Does he have the same sort of money advantage? Perhaps, if he plugged into President Obama's own fundraising machine. But that's for Democrats, I think, to sort out.
Yeah, Daniela, none of the other potential Democratic candidates has anything like this. Not Joe Biden yet, not Andrew Cuomo, not Martin O'Malley. Do they all have to wait for Hillary Clinton to make a decision?
I think they do have to wait, but I also agree with Amy that I think it's possible for other candidates besides Hillary Clinton to raise a lot of money. Like you said, nobody expected then Senator Obama to raise that much, and we just don't know. It's so early. You don't know what's going to happen in a year, so anything is possible.
At CPAC, Citizens United was sure to remind everyone how they could attack her if she ran, playing this.
She is steeped in controversy, steeped in sleaze. That's why they don't want us to look at her record.
Well, I think it's worth remembering, after her healthcare fiasco, the Clinton team put us aside.
I mean, certainly you have to ask whether she's learned a lot from that experience.
Well, I mean, Amy, certainly they're saying, look, there's no lack of material to go after Hillary Clinton. Having said that, it's hard to find anyone to criticize her tenure at the State Department, or for that matter, even in the Senate. She gained a lot of respect even on the Republican side. So does some of this decades-old stuff, bringing out the health care issue after, frankly, it's now the law of the land, are they going to have to do better than that?
Well, I think decades-old scandals are old news, and the Clintons, as we know, are sort of the Teflon Dons of scandal. However, as in her tenure as Secretary of State, she got tremendous criticism, in fact, over her handling or non-handling of Benghazi, and I think that is completely relevant to whether or not she would be an effective or competent commander-in-chief. But as I say, we know that the Clintons have been very good at being able to sort of outrun these scandals that are always seeming to be nipping at their heels. And Hillary Clinton did leave Secretary of State with extraordinarily high approval ratings. She's one of the most popular politicians in America.
Yeah, speaking of heels, could Benghazi, do you think, Daniela, be her Achilles heel?
I don't know. I don't think so. And I think the fact that you saw this ad where they're pulling stuff from decades ago, and I don't know, they talked about Benghazi in this ad. It just shows that they're really scared of Hillary Clinton. They're scared of what her campaign could mean for the Republican side of the ticket. So it remains to be seen what will happen. But I think that they're definitely frightened of what a Hillary Clinton ticket can mean.